Hi, I'm Dan Sharp and I'm a consultant for Gardner Tackle and Speero Tackle. Luke seems to think I'm mad because I'm sitting here about to showcase the quiver system by Speero, and he thinks I'm mad because we're sitting in a northeasterly on a very big windswept lake and it's about 2 degrees. So if I do start changing colour, you'll know why. Anyway, for the purpose of this film, as you can see, I have the basic system set up here and the more advanced system set up here. Now what I mean by that is we've got the protective rod system on the right and left, and you can have all your rods protected in this format, or you might like to be very quick and simple and leave the rods partially exposed as I have got them in here. Now the beauty of the quiver system is, unlike sort of like the standard rod holders, is the versatility of what you can do with them. I've changed the system because I sound a bit snobbish. I own a 12-foot rods and I own some 13-foot rods. I don't own any 10-foot rods, but if I did, this rod holder will cater for all of them. Using the rod protection system, which is if you want the ultimate protection, they have adjustable pieces on the top here that will cater for all types of rods, in lengths that is. So as we can see underneath the quiver system hood at the top, we are pretty much maxed out with the 13s. I don't think any carp angler is going to want to use rods longer than 13, and I don't even think they're available. But as you can see here, the full adjustment system is by means of a Velcro system on the top and a sleeve that you just detach and put on. And as you can see on this one, I have a 12-foot rod, so the sleeve goes further down. So you've got the ultimate protection. You, of course, don't have to use the rod sleeves, but say if you're going to France or you're a little bit like me and you chuck the rod holder in the boot of the car, then I want as much protection as I possibly can get away with. Incidentally, the standard reel pouch system will fit inside the protective sleeves, so you are really getting massive amounts of protection. And as you can see, there's been a lot of padding applied to these sleeves, and if you've not had anything by Speero in the past, you won't realize how brilliant the quality is. So what you're getting out of here is something that's meant to last you years, not something that you're going to have to throw away in a couple of years' time. So what else do we get on this quiver system? Inside the main pouch, it is literally cavernous pouch that you can put everything in. I've got my throwing stick, sling, net or net. You could even fit a brolly in there. I use a bivvy system, so might go in there, but it's going to make it really, really heavy. We've also got plenty of room for your poles or whatever you want to put in there. More pouches than you could ever wish for. And of course, you've got your bank stick ones that go on the outside, right on the very outside there. For your distance sticks, bank sticks, pegs if you want to. And on the other side, just on the very end of it, I use this. This is for a weigh bar. Some people use it for a landing net pole, but for me, just what I use as a weigh bar, which is nice and convenient. I know exactly where it is, and it has a little sleeve right at the end there. So everything is neat and tidy. When you take all these bits off as well, one thing I particularly like, because obviously with all this ultimate amount of protection, you know, it's quite easy to sort of chuck that over there and chuck that in your barra. But the quiver system hood here, which is completely adjustable when it's on the bag, you can tighten it up on the side so that it does its purpose on the bag. But when it's not on the bag, I use it as an actual bag itself. So all this goes into there. All your reel pouches, all your lead pouch systems, everything just goes in there. All holds it up. And the idea that I get with that, not only do I give it a little bit more rain protection for the stuff that's inside it, but when you put it on your barra, you don't have one of those enormous long rod holders that are poking out the end, or you have to take everything out of the rod holder to fold it up so that it can sit on the barra, and then you can put a standard barra cover on it. Everything's neat and tidy. The barra cover goes on it. You know where everything is. Simple. Couple of things to point out. How many rods do you want to take? Well, obviously, if you're going to be using the full protection system, you're not going to get much more than 4 at a push, 5. I haven't tried it with 5. I normally take 4 rods with me all the time. I know some people take 5 with a marker and a spod. If you are, you might have to have one that's exposed in this sort of system so that you can get the actual butt sections into the sleeves. But to keep them all together, they will all clip using these little handy clips that are here. That stops any sort of movement that's going to be happening in transport. And also you've got the main strap that keeps it all together, which we just clip in like that. So everything stays completely as it's meant to be. No movement, fully protected. For more information, go and have a look at speerotackle.co.uk. They're available in green or olive, so you don't have to have the DPM that what I've got here. And you should be able to get them from most Speero tackle and Gardner tackle stockists. Go and have a look.